Hi, my name is Kerem Şahin. I'm from Computer Science Department, and today I will be trying to represent my Physics 101 project. So in my project, I've tried to show that on an inclined plane, the acceleration of the object does not depend on the mass of the object. So in order to do that, I have used two different inclined planes. One has friction and one doesn't have friction. The one that doesn't have friction is an airtable. And then I have also used two different objects with two different masses for the purpose of my experiment. I have calculated their weights with their masses with a electronic scale, and then I have measured the distance that these objects will take on the two separate planes. After that, I have placed the objects on top of the inclined planes and let them drop to the bottom without giving it any initial velocity. And I have used a chronometer to calculate the time it takes to cover that distance on the inclined plane. By doing so, I can use the motion equation with constant acceleration, which is going to be 1 over 2a t squared. By Newton's laws, we know that the acceleration is going to be constant. We can prove that with Newton's laws, and therefore I can use that equation. By using the equation, since I know the distance and the time it takes, I can find the acceleration, which is going to be equal to 2L. L is the distance. 2L over t squared is going to be our acceleration. Finally, after I calculate their accelerations, I will compare the values to conduct my experiments. I will compare them separately. So in part A, I will compare the accelerations on the frictionless table, and on part B, I will compare the values of the accelerations on the table that has friction. And after that, I will conduct my experiment. And lastly, I will show my tables, my graphs, and my error calculations of the experiment. Here are the data and error calculations for part A of the experiment. These tables also. And this is the graph that I have gathered for part A. The average accelerations are similar, which indicates that the mass does not affect the acceleration much. These are the same tables, but for part B, up until here. And this is the graph of part B. Again, if you look at the values, the average accelerations are very similar, which indicates that the mass does not affect the acceleration of an object that is on an inclined plane.